Okay, everybody, let me offer you a warm welcome and thank you for coming today to our fall workshop on good corporate governance amid regulatory uncertainty. So by way of introduction, I know most of you in the room, I believe, but my name is Eddie Riedl. I'm the director of the program called IMAP, Impact Measurement and Allocation Program that's been running for 5 years, and took that over approximately a year ago. And we've been doing this fall workshop for a couple of years, and this topic feels particularly relevant and important right now, given a lot of the changes and uncertainty that we're seeing in many different spaces. And so we have the agenda laid out right here for you. I'll have Susan Murphy, the executive director, is going to come and she'll walk you through some of the details with that. But let me just say a couple of quick words about this program and how we're evolving. So the Impact Measurement and Allocation Program, IMAP, was founded about 5 years ago. And really, the primary intent was this idea of, could you come up with stronger measures to inform users about how businesses are interacting, principally with the physical environment and also with society. And one of the unique features about IMAP that I think was really fantastic, and one of the reasons that I as an academic got particularly interested in it, was this idea of trying to get input from the practice side of the equation, that academics could benefit and benefit greatly by hearing what practitioners have to say about the challenges that they have, how they're trying to deal with it, and how we in turn can craft our research to come up with solutions that would be more helpful for them. And that's what this process that you see on the left side is trying to demonstrate, really just getting practitioner input to inform the research, and that's a key process to come up with even better and more impactful academic work. The companies you see on the side, these were companies that we have an advisory board, and the advisory board has been supportive of trying to come up with different projects and programs that support this general mission of deriving better measures. The other thing I want to mention is one of the features of IMAP was this idea of having fall workshops, basically an idea to bring together practitioners, academics, and students and get them to discuss different topics and challenges that were going on at the time. So you can see over the past 4 years, we've had a bunch of very, very interesting and kind of, I think, fun and exciting topics to talk about. I assume many of the people in the room hopefully share that sentiment quite a lot. And so today what we're going to be talking about is good governance and regulatory uncertainty. Before I turn it over to Susan, just one last word. You can see at the top there it says the Business Impact Lab. One thing that's evolving right now is that the Questrom School of Business has a new institute called the Mehrotra Institute. And that institute has been set up to do a bunch of different research relating to business and society very broadly. The Business Impact Lab is going to be the evolution of the IMAP program, and it's going to fall as a major work stream under Mehrotra, and that's part of the evolution that's going on. Nothing changes in terms of we still intend to continue this fall workshop, the luncheon series that we've been doing, and all the other features that we've been carrying out, but we're also planning to expand to do some other, we think, very, very relevant and impactful work as well. So thank you again for coming. I'll turn it over to Susan to talk about the agenda. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Eddie. Welcome, everyone. As Eddie mentioned, I'm Susan Murphy. I am the executive director of this IMAP program and have been running these workshops now. This is our 4th year, and it's great to see so many familiar faces who've been coming back every year, as well as a lot of new ones today. For today's workshop, we've structured this such that at the beginning, we're going to have 3 speakers this year. We have some great guests coming in, and they will each take about 15 minutes to provide their perspective on today's topic. After that, we will bring all 3 speakers up on stage together with Eddie, and Eddie will moderate a conversation among them. He'll ask a few questions first, and then I will put up on the screen a Slido QR code that you can use your phones to scan. The codes are also on the center of each table and submit questions to be asked. So if you have questions for the panelists, feel free to throw them in there. You can also upvote or downvote other people's questions as you see what's building in the queue. After we finish that conversation on stage, I'm sure there'll be many more questions that we have time to answer and things you all want to discuss about this. And for that reason, we have designed these breakout tables. So at that time, we'll take a break. Feel free to grab a drink, grab a snack. Restrooms are directly behind me. And then I'll ask you to go to your assigned table. You should each have a table number on your name tag that'll tell you which table to go to. I've tried to ensure that each table has a mix of industry representatives, of faculty, and of students, so we have a diverse conversation at every table. If you don't have a table number, come see me and I can make sure I get you one. Following that, we'll break for lunch, and again, you can sit wherever you'd like, with whomever you'd like, and continue the conversation. Couple other housekeeping notes. This year, for the first time, we are recording the panel, so we will post this online afterwards. So this part will be made public. After that, when we get into discussions and Q&A, we'd like to invoke the Chatham House rule. That means we want to encourage you to all, because you're here in person, to speak freely. You can share stories if you're comfortable with those at your table, with the understanding that those will not be shared publicly outside of this room without explicit consent. So please, don't take any of the stories you're told during our breakout sessions and share them without checking with that person, or at least, you can't attribute them to where they came from without permission.